To play a hard role like this, a child prostitution at 11, is just insane.
The story is based on the real story from a girl I did an interview with almost 17 years ago. And that was such a moving story that I decided, okay, I'm going to make a documentary about this girl. But when I came back, the girl wasn't there anymore. And then I thought, well, okay, I wrote down everything she told me. I can put it into a script.
The reason why we've partnered with this movie is to highlight the human rights abuses that go with child prostitution and child trafficking. Many of the clients, after all, do come from developed countries, and it's a way of recognizing this, that it's a joint problem, and one which needs, therefore, a joint solution.
When I auditioned for this part, for this kind of film, I was frightened. I was terrified and I wasn't confident about myself. I don't know what does a child prostitution does. What do they say? What should I do?
500!
Terrorism Netherlands launched this Sweetie, the virtual 10-year-old Filipina. And it has something to do of identifying or tracking those pedophiles.
I'm pleased to say that this month, all the member states of the European Union had a deadline by which they had to change their legislation. And the European Union decided to make these crimes special. Even though they are committed outside your country, you can still be tried for those crimes once you return home.
It has become a tradition for the European Union delegation in the Philippines to mark this day with an event highlighting some human rights aspects and support of the EU in this field.
In behalf of Salilahi, we would like to extend our warmest gratitude to the people behind the story of LILET and all to the children like LILET.
Not only a problem in the Philippines, we see it in Indonesia, we see it in Cambodia, we see it in Thailand, we see it in Myanmar, we see it in Laos.
18 years ago, this was a no-go. This subject nobody was talking about it. Nowadays, the Philippines is taking the problem serious and puts it on the table, and there's a change.
One of the messages that comes across quite well in the movie is that desperate people do desperate things.
I think as a youth, I need to stand up for them. That is the lesson that I learned from this film. I mean, yung kasabihan po natin na ang kabataan ay yung pag-asa ng bayan, I think that is really true.
People coming with the intention of engaging in sex tourism to make them feel that they are not outside the eyes of the law, that they are not outside the grip of the law, that by engaging in this sort of activities 10,000 kilometers from home doesn't mean that they are going to get away with it.
The emotion comes from my imagination.